Happy Sunday. Hi, Janet. How are you? How was your week? Happy Sunday, Janet. I'm getting better. I'm feeling better this week. Oh my gosh. Like just sick and not feeling well at all. So I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But thank you for asking. You ready to go back to work? Is it this coming week, Janet? I mean, you got tomorrow off. Long weekend. Aiden's birthday, who Aiden is my oldest son, he turned 15 last week. So I'm just like amazed on that I have a 15-year-old. Hi, Phil and Renee. Thank you. I appreciate that. Every time the kids go back to school and they just bring home all of the germs. Because, right, babe? The summertime, we wasn't sick at all. You start Tuesday. All right, one more day, Janet. One more day. Have a glass of wine tonight, Thank you, Phil. I can't believe he's 15 years old. Like, it's so crazy. Like, my little baby. Katrina is sick now, too. Look, Katrina said back to school sickness is trying to take us out. Yes, so true. Hi, Glory. Janice said all the germs immediately. Like immediately. It's kind of like the kids forget to, wash their hands, cover their mouth, and things like that. It's crazy. It started with Vic. Then it went to me, Aiden, and Caleb. Aiden and Caleb missed almost all week of school. Yeah, I've been trying to just my gosh. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, your daughter turns 21 on Thursday. Oh my goodness, Phil. Well, happy birthday to your daughter. I love that. Hi, Alexis. Can hardly wait to hear about no more property taxes. This is why we have some new updates. So that's why I wanted to talk about this. Janice said, you can't breathe around me or the kids because we get sick immediately. Oh my gosh, Janet, I felt that. You know who's the first one to always get sick in my house? Who's the first one to always get sick? Caleb.
Or him.
Kate, no. No, the first one to bring it home is Caleb. Always, right? Then Vic gets it. I'm usually the last one to get it, which it works out.
I'm always like the fourth one.
You always like the fourth one? Yeah. So today, so I don't know if you saw, the girls had their like their part right here. They had Catalina had pink, Cassidy had purple. So they got written up in school, and it got sent home that they cannot have pink or purple hair. So your girl went, like, I went to CVS. I went to get box dye, and look, let me show you. I did a pretty good job. It's not going to be the same color, but put your head down. So it's like hers definitely blends in more, but you can see it. And then Cass, let me see. And then Cass, her hair is lighter in the back, so you could see the difference. It's darker on this side. Ooh, but your girl's a hairstylist. You remember back in the day we went to CVS, used the box dyes, right? You won't catch me using a box dye on my hair now, but I'm just saying. Phil said, Um, 5 years, my daughter was never sick. Then when she started school, her first 5 years, my daughter was never sick. Then when she started school, the kid was sick all the time. I felt that. Phil. I really did. So let's talk about it. All right. So you may have heard that Florida's governor is trying to eliminate property taxes and that there's $1,000 rebate check coming for homeowners. Well, what's really happening? Is it real? And how will it affect you if you're a homeowner or planning to buy in Florida? We're going to talk about it. Phil said, still use the hair dye in the box. You or Renee, Phil? The nails. Thank you. Did I show you guys this one? I don't know if I showed you guys these. These are old already. I'm getting them done next week. So before we go into the taxes, I got big news for you guys. Big news for you, okay? You ready? If you're ready, put in the chat ready. Come on, my YouTube fam. This is like really big news. If you're ready, type ready. If you're ready for me to tell you the big news, type ready in the comments. Phil said me for my beard. What color you do it? What color do you put it? Yes, I see my people are ready. So, hell no, I'm not. Phil, Renee, dale un tati quieto because we don't do this. This here is closed. Absolutely not. No, I'm not pregnant, guys. Absolutely not. Heck no. Oh no, I'm done. I'm done. All right. So, your girl has been asked to speak on one of the biggest stages so far for me. So my brokerage, right? I hold my license under a brokerage, and that brokerage is called EXP. They have something that's called EXP Con, right? Where it's basically you have all different a whole bunch of different realtors, different parts of the world come here, mastermind. They have keynote speakers and all of that. They asked your girl to speak on stage, and it's like 5,000 people. And I'm super excited. I don't know if they're ready for me with all this. I don't know, but I'm excited. It's on the main stage. It's kind of like TED Talk style. I have 10 minutes, and I'm extremely excited and blessed. And yes, your girl. So this year was more about, getting on stages and speaking to realtors, like if I could do it, right, from just a girl from New York and being my authentic true self with 6 kids, right? Like anybody could do it type of thing. So I'm super excited. Your girl's gonna be on stage. So that happens in October. So it's gonna happen in Miami. So I'll be in Miami in October, and I'm just super excited, guys. And I won't forget about y'all. You see, your girl's moving on up, right? And we still doing these lives, right? Because I love to kick it with you guys on Sundays. So when you guys see we're gonna manifest this. We're gonna pray that you're gonna see me and on TV, and well, you guys already see me on TV, but billboards and don't freeze up in front of the 5,000 people. Listen, I know I'm really I have 2.5 minutes done already of my 10 minutes. And I'm gonna keep practicing and just stay true to myself. Like I have to remember, guys, is that with newer levels come newer devils, right? And so I'm going to be speaking to 5,000 people. Not everybody's going to like me, right? No, not everybody's going to like my style or how I talk, or, you know, because I'm a little, you know, I move my head like a bobblehead, my nails, I talk like this and stuff like that. So it's all right. As long as I can, you know, change one life, I'm pretty sure I'll change more, but I'm good. I'm excited, guys. I'm super excited. I just wanted to let you guys know that, because you guys have been rocking with me since the very beginning. I really appreciate you guys. So I wanted to share that special moment with you guys. Okay. So let's start with this $1,000 rebate proposal. Okay. So in March 2025, the governor proposed $1,000 rebate to go to over 5 million homeowners with homestead exemption. So that means if you own a primary residence here, you can be eligible for this rebate. Okay. The goal was to cover school property taxes for 1 year and issue checks by December 2025. But it has not gotten approved yet, okay? So as of June 2025, there's no formal budget or legislative support. It's still a proposed plan, and lawmakers are questioning how it will be funded, right? I mean, I'm not mad at an extra $1,000, especially to cover these taxes. And the reason why I wanted to bring up these taxes was we're going to talk about a few different things. Renee said, people says because you're genuine, that's genuine. People, that's why people love you. Thank you, Renee. I really appreciate that. Billy said new devils is wild. Why, Billy? Isn't that a saying? With new levels comes new devils? That's a saying. Hi, Arlene. Thank you so much, Janet. So while it sounds good, it's not a done deal yet, right? It's still a proposal that's waiting on funding and political support. So that's something to be on the lookout. If you own a primary residence in Florida, be on the lookout, because you may be getting $1,000 check, which is a rebate for the school taxes. So I'm not mad at that. I hope that happens, because $1,000 is $1,000, right? You never heard of that saying, Billy? I swear I did not just make that up. All right, let's talk about eliminating property taxes here in Florida. So the reason why I'm bringing this up again is because, remember, we talked about this when it first came into the news, right? But recently, Governor DeSantis, on I think it was August 25th, he was like, I'm going for it, right? Is it good? That's really good. Thank you. He's like, I'm going for it. Okay. So what is being proposed? A constitutional amendment to go on the 2026 ballot, right? We all know this is not going to happen overnight, okay? This would eliminate property taxes on primary residence, okay? So it's not if this is a second home, if this is an investment property, you're still going to have property taxes, okay? This is for people who own their homes. This is their primary residence, okay? Now, this does require 60% of voter approval, okay? 60%. Who do we, like, are we on yes? Do we want that? Do we don't? Like, I don't understand. I mean, there's always pros and cons to everything, right? We're going to go back into this in a minute. Yes. So Phil said, look, if you get that would be great, but they would get you someplace else. That's where I'm going to get to right now. Billy says, shout out to the chef. Erica said, yes, we want that. Okay. So what's the catch and the trade-offs you need to know as far as if they eliminate the property taxes, right? So the property taxes funds schools, police, fire departments, and local roads. Florida collects 50 to 55 billion. You heard that? $1 billion annually through property taxes. That's a lot of money. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it was that much. I'm going to read that again, guys. Florida collects 50 to 55 billion, not million, billion with a B, dollars annually through property taxes, okay? Replacing this could mean higher sales taxes, right? Some estimate that it could be double, or major budget cuts to local services. So this isn't just about saving homeowners money, right? If property taxes disappear, that money has to come from somewhere. Maybe your grocery bill, gas, or local school budget. I'm not saying that. All right. How? Right? So maybe we should try to get Disney World. Phil says Disney World makes $50 million a day. Yeah, that makes sense. So how would this affect buyers and homeowners? Okay, so it might lower monthly mortgage payments in the future. I was just doing mine, right? So I have a CDD. Thank you, puppy. Why you do the three? The three is this is 30, Papa. Okay, so I was doing the math for my taxes, right? So let's say if you're in a community with a CDD, you still have to pay the CDD, right? Because the CDD it's separate. So your property taxes and CDD are separate, but it gets paid together, okay? So I think because my CDD, I want to say, so I pay about $6,500 a year in taxes, and that's including my CDD, right? And my CDD, I want to say, I don't know what it is right now. I want to say, let's just say that it's $2,500, right? Give or take $2,500. So let's say my actual property taxes are $4,000. I divide that into 12, and that's $333, right? So I would potentially be saving $333 a month. I mean, that would take, so my mortgage is $1,990 a month, right? So that would essentially, my mortgage could be $1,600 per month. I won't be mad at that. I won't. So let's see. Billy said the state will come with their own HOA to replace property taxes. I wouldn't put it past them. Okay, so it could increase demand for homestead properties, right? Might inflate prices if taxes drop, but no funding replacement is clear. I mean, you know how it is with eggs. When eggs was on, there was a shortage of eggs, and you're paying $20 for a dozen of, so it's gonna have to come somewhere, right? It does create uncertainty for local governments and property value long term. So what I would say, though, is that I was reading an article, and Governor DeSantis was basically like, okay, we're going to have a meeting, and we're going to go over everything. Let me see what they say. What are you guys saying? So everything that really, that money is going to, that 50 to 55 billion dollars per year, right? Let's see what nonsense that money is going to, right? Because if they eliminate those types of let's say, I don't even know what's an example of something that wouldn't be, I'm trying to think of something that wouldn't be crucial. Schools, yes, firefighters, police,
Well, Republicans tend to cut social programs first.
social programs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but social programs I think are necessary, especially for like, so okay, they're gonna see, okay, what don't we need to be spending money on, right, type of things, and try to balance out the not having the property taxes and things like that. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're gonna see, right? I mean, public works, maybe. I really wonder what are some things where, like, okay, so we know the major things where our money is going to, right? The schools, the fire department, the police department, right? Maybe the hospitals, not sure. But I would love to see kind of like a list of where all this other money goes to, like what else gets paid, right? Wouldn't you guys like to see that and kind of know? What's Doge?
Department of Government Efficiency.
Oh, department, yeah. So, I mean, what also is going to happen, the governor's pocket. Listen, I felt that. So, the good thing about this, though, too, is that you're going to be able to qualify for a little bit more as well, as far as your purchase price, right? Because like Will said last week, he said, I've seen where people don't qualify over, let's just say, like, I think he used the example $21, right? And so I think this is going to give people a little bit more room to get approved, right? It's going to give a lot of people who big hold on. Tito said, I know people move from the Bronx to Davenport. Job prospects down there, though. I mean, Tito, a lot of things are coming, like, let's just say into Davenport, right? Okay. So one thing I want to, like, more flexibility. Yep, JP. When it comes to work out here, right? Like, yes, you're probably not going to get paid what you get paid in New York out here, right? But the cost of living is not as expensive here as it is in New York, right? So the people who have been really, really blessed, I would say, are the ones who have their job in New York, are 100% remote, and are able to live in Florida, right? Because then you don't have you just, it's a lower cost of living, but you still have your New York salary, right? So I've have a lot of people where they relocate and they work 100% remote. So that's always, I mean, I feel like that's always good. So I've read an article and I thought this was very, very interesting. So Florida is actually not the only state who wants to end property taxes, okay? So Florida is just one of several Republican-led states trying to significantly cut or even abolish the property tax, including Illinois, Kansas, Montana, Pennsylvania, and Texas. I did not know that. Florida is trying, Billy says, Florida is trying to be like New York, cost of living wise. I mean, it definitely has gone up. Even rent out here is like crazy. That's why sometimes where I see like people coming up with, like, for example, I just rented out one of my friend's houses because her husband is in the military and he got orders somewhere else. And the 4-bedroom, 2-bath they rented it out for $24.50, right? Meanwhile, you could get your own house for $24.50 a month, right? Especially where these new builders are offering really low interest rates. It's crazy. I know sometimes it just doesn't make sense for everyone, right? And there are people who don't want to own a home, but I'm just saying, like, the rents out here, you could actually own a home. And you know what's crazy is that the property management, they ask for a security deposit, which almost is always the first month's of rent, right? They ask for first month's rent, and some even ask for last month's rent. When you look at it, it's like, I could have just came down, I could just put this money towards a down payment, right? And yes, some people are not in the position to buy right now and things like that, right? There's so many different variables, right? But if you have to look at it at all ends. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to read everybody's. I heard that a portion of property taxes goes towards nonprofit organizations. I mean, that would be really nice for it to go towards nonprofits. Hold on. More flexibility. Yep. How different would the house purchasing process be if you're buying the house completely instead of getting a mortgage? So it's going to be much easier, right? Because you're not jumping through a lot of different hoops. Okay. So you literally could close on a house here in 10 days if you're paying cash, right? If the house is, ready to go. So it's, we're a title state, so we don't really deal with attorneys. So yeah, it would get the title company would be the one to handle the entire process as far as closing documents. Arlene said it can be done before the federal government started income taxes. Roads were constructed, maintained, fires were put out, etc. It's like you said, Alexis, cut the waste. Phil said, pay $24.59 in rent for 2 beds, 1 bath. Listen, I'm so serious. And guys, let me tell you. So remember how I don't know if you remember, but I've said this before, where a lot of the times, like let's say if you're doing new construction, right? If you're wanting to purchase a new construction house, you're wanting to get the lower interest rates that the builders are providing. Most of the times it's only available for the move-in ready homes. Pulte Homes literally just rolled this out. They have, it's called, so when builders do that, where they're able to offer you a below market interest rates, right? It's called a forward commitment. Okay. So Pulte Homes, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these other builders are going to join the bandwagon, but they are doing a forward commitment until, like, I think theirs is locked until February. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because now you could do a to-be built, so you could build from the ground up and still get a really good interest rate, right? And so I have clients who are moving from Texas to Florida, and I was just with them on Friday and a little bit yesterday, and they're most likely going to go with a Pulte home, and they're going to build from the ground up, and they can lock in the 4.25 interest rate, which is freaking crazy. I thought that was absolutely like amazing. And then I know that on some move-in ready homes, they're offering 3.99 interest rate, and so is DR Horton. DR Horton is offering 3.99 interest rate as well. So let's talk a little bit about taxes too. So we already know about buying a new house. The first year, the taxes are only based on the land. The second year, the houses get reassessed, right? Your taxes go up. Now, if you're buying a resale home, the same applies in a sense, okay? So, for example, one of my clients, she bought a resale home last year. And the owners, the current, well, at that time, the previous sellers, I would say, their taxes was about almost $1,800 per year, right? So this year, now, she's owned the home for almost a year straight now. A year, yeah. She got her 2025 proposed tax bill because it's not an actual tax bill just yet, and it went up. So in her mind, she was thinking that her taxes were gonna around stay the same. So the lender should be going over this with all of the clients, where your taxes are not going to be the same as the current homeowners, because they could have been locked into a rate of like these people were, where their taxes were very low. But because now she's a new homeowner, her taxes are reassessed and her taxes went up, right? So I'm hoping the lender had went through as far as those numbers are concerned, because it's going to, it's going to increase your monthly payments if you're not aware of that. So that's very important to know, is that even if you still buy a resale home, your taxes can go up depending on how long that previous homeowner owned that house too, right? If the previous homeowner only owned the house for about a year, they're gonna be around the same, right? It's not gonna be such a big difference. But let's say if a homeowner was in that house since like for 20 years, right? It's definitely going to be a big difference. Hold on, I wanted to for the investors. Okay, so yeah, this is like, so let's go back to abolishing the property taxes. So yes, like I said, he was that meeting on Tuesday. So the proposal is going to go into ballot in 2026, and then yeah, everybody's excited, and that both the Florida House and Senate are now on board with the initiative. So let me see. Hold on. Let me. Yeah. So that's about it. As far as, do you guys have any like specific questions on that? It's like hungry. The kids are eating over here. I hear them chewing. Let's go.
Puppy.
You don't need no more mac and cheese pie. More chicken is fine.
No chicken wings.
And it's crazy. I've seen people lose their houses because they can't pay their taxes, right? And I don't know if you guys know that this is a thing where if people don't pay their taxes, they get liens on their house, right? And depending on, I don't know what that time frame is, but people buy that, right? People buy the liens, or not the liens, but like it's like oh my gosh, there's a specific word for it. And so people can take it's like it goes into auction type of thing when you don't pay your property taxes. And people have purchased houses because the homeowners have had tax liens on their house, and it's crazy. Does Florida have a grocery tax or a car personal? That's a good. Now I want to look at a receipt. So we definitely, of course, have a like a sales tax. I don't know if we have a grocery tax. Did you know that Puerto Rico's taxes are like so much, like their sales taxes are so much higher than ours are? Has anybody from Puerto Rico here, or have lived in Puerto Rico, or have been to Puerto Rico and shopped in Puerto Rico? I don't think we have a grocery tax or car personal property. Now I'm curious. I don't know if I have a receipt anywhere. I don't even know, to be honest with you. I guess I can Google real quick. Probably because of the, let's see, hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Virginia okay, hold on. Does Florida have grocery tax? Let me see. It says Florida generally does not have tax groceries. That is basic unprepared food items intended for home consumptions. What else we said? Or car, personal. Puerto Rico property taxes is my question. On Zillow, all the property says 0. Wonder if that's true. So Puerto Rico, honestly, they sell houses completely different how we do here. Like, I don't even think that they. And again, I'm not a realtor. I'm not a licensed realtor in Puerto Rico. Finish that chicken.
This is the skin.
That is not the skin. That is not the skin.
This is sour.
I'm pretty sure they have. You know what? I'm pretty sure they have property taxes. Okay, hold on. I'm asking ChatGPT. Put it back there. So my client, I have clients who were actually gonna purchase in Puerto Rico. Okay, guys, this is actually a great topic. So they were gonna purchase in Puerto Rico. Literally, the house that they were gonna get, or the house. Glory said Puerto Rico doesn't pay property taxes. Really? I don't know. ChatGPT says yes, Puerto Rico does have property taxes. Their real municipal level taxes managed quite differently from most of the United States. Hold on. Tax rates are relatively low. Tax rates typically range between 8.03 to 11.83 mils, which translates roughly to 0.8 to 1.1 assessed property value. Okay, Puerto Rico's system is unique in that property values used for taxation are often calculated based on 1957 appraisals. Yes, I know ChatGPT doesn't know everything. I'm just saying we don't know everything either. So I'm just saying what ChatGPT is telling me. Going off 1957 appraisals, that's crazy. Glory said my father owned home and family. They never paid. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I think they do real estate very, very, very different over there. So I wanted to tell you guys. So I had clients who was actually thinking about, they were in the process of purchasing a house in Puerto Rico, right? And it was a brand new house in like a community and things like that. And like the house is basically, no lie, like a shell type of thing. And the price was, I think they said like $425, and you weren't getting no appliances. You weren't getting what else you weren't getting? You weren't getting like the water heater. You had to do that. You had to buy that yourself. You weren't getting the like the recess lighting, like you had to put that in yourself afterwards and things like that. They said by the time they were just looking like, by the time they have to put in everything, is almost $500,000 house. And they were just like, I cannot see it. Like, I can't see that. So they ended up not buying in Puerto Rico, and they're coming to buy in Florida. Phil said my family lost their land in Puerto Rico back in the 50s. Damn, Phil, I'm so sorry to hear that. How did they lose their land? Like, what was the reason? Hi, Jay. I'm still waiting for you to do another Calendly. Gloria said that's why they don't want to be a part of the state. Is that what you're saying, to be a state? Wilson, hello, my dear friend. I'm Wilson from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Hi, Will. Phil said taxes. Really? So Phil, are you saying that there are property taxes in Puerto Rico? Does it depend on like where you are, right? Like now I'm really curious on how that works. Cuz I know that there's a lot of like tax benefits cuz a lot of people from the states here executives and all of that, they move to Puerto Rico and they buy in Puerto Rico. Okay, Jay, I'll make sure that I am home. Phil said our properties in Puerto Rico, it wasn't a 50s. My grandfather had a plantation. Things are done so differently over there. So, you know how Arlene says Puerto Rico collects property taxes. It's called CRIM. That's what I read too. Municipal Revenue Collection Center. So the CRIM determines assessed values often based on outdated benchmarks from the 1950s and collects payments for both real and personal property. Wow. That's crazy, guys. So like you know how Bad Bunny was having everybody go to Puerto Rico, right? And he was having the concerts there. And guys, I'm going to Puerto Rico in 2 weeks, and it just happens to be the last weekend of freaking Bad Bunny, and I'm not going to Puerto Rico for Bad Bunny. But my freaking airline tickets were crazy. Like, no lie, I think almost, for me, I think it was like almost $800, like crazy. And so for me, I'm thinking, okay, so who determines where all of that money is going to, right? So because I'm pretty sure Puerto Rico has gotten a lot of money from Bad Bunny's concerts, right? Because I've heard and I've read things where yeah, they're making sure that where Bad Bunny is doing the concert, that they have light and all that and AC and things, but there's still a lot of parts on the island that don't have light, right? And things like that. So it's kind of like, okay, so you can't help but to wonder where is that money going to, and if that money is really going to help the people on the island, right? So I don't know. But guys, if property taxes, I mean, that would be really, Jay said insane. Definitely they're making money off of Bad Bunny. Oh yeah, like a lot of money. Even the airlines, everything. I'm pretty sure the hotels and all of that stuff. I was like, I had to go at the last weekend that he's performing. Like, really, Alexis? And again, it wasn't because I'm not going because of that, right? So, I mean, when it comes to the property taxes, I feel that it would be a great thing if, right? Because the people with the second homes, right? People with the second homes, investors are still going to be paying property taxes. But if they could if they could really reduce the budgets on things that are very unnecessary, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of unnecessary things that are budgeted, right? I would really like to not have any property taxes, and I wouldn't be mad at like the sales tax going maybe a little bit, maybe it being increased. I don't know. I have to look at everything and see what that would even be, right? What would the downside to what would the downside be, you know? Because if I could save $300 a month and like Phil said, put that in a CD, or you know, put that towards another property, right? Things like that. I mean, you know, and I think that it really will open up more doors for people to own a home here in Florida as far as like their primary residence. So I don't know. I hope it's a good thing, right? Because you know, there's no such thing as free money. So it's just like, okay, well, what's the downside to it? But this $1,000 rebate, I hope that that's something that comes and we get that, right? Because if we get that in December, that'll be right before Christmas, maybe. But it's not approved anyway either. Mickey said they sold $20 million in food alone. That's a lot of money. And that's a lot of food. I'm telling you. It's just, it really is just kind of, I don't know. Arlene said, let's give Governor DeSantis time. He's working on a proposal now. Yep. So hopefully for 2026, that would be in the ballot, and then people actually go vote and yeah. Who here has a Florida home that's a primary residence or is thinking about purchasing one here? That's really good. Everything. And whoever purchased a house this year, yes, Jay, whoever purchased the house this year, don't forget to file for the Florida homestead tax exemption, because then that would take effect next year. So you want to you still have until, technically it's usually March 1st. I want to say it's March 1st. What we do here is we send all of our clients who have purchased a house with us here in 2025, we'll send them an email around December based on the county that they purchased in, and we'll go ahead and give them all the information that they need, such as the link for the how to file for the homestead tax exemption, because you could file all of that online. Yolanda said, I own my own home. It's my primary home. I love that. Lisa said, I'm thinking of purchasing in 2027 once my daughter graduates high school. She's looking to attend a school in Central Florida. Oh my goodness, I love that. 2 more years and that's it. 2 years goes by so fast. I'm actually I had a strategy session with new clients of mine. They're from Jersey, and they're going to be moving to Florida. They're most likely, depending, we're trying to see how we can what we could do, but most likely they'll be purchasing a second home here, and they're going to wait till their kids graduate, but they want to have the house already here. So they as you guys know, that the interest rates are supposed to decrease at least twice by the end of this year, supposedly one in September and the other one, I don't know, but before the end of the year. Just keep in mind, when the interest rates go lower, the purchase price goes higher, okay? Like I said, the lowest amount of, as far as interest rates that I've seen for a builder that's offering is 3.99. That's DR Horton, and I've heard Pulte has some quick move-in ready homes that are 3.99 as well, okay? What else? Tomorrow I will be putting on the channel a home in Davenport. This is for the bigger families. It's literally a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3-car garage plus an office in Davenport, built by Casa Fresca. It's priced at $498,000. I seen they were offering interest rate at 4.5. I want to say it was 4.5. Really nice house. Like, I like the layout. It's over 3,000 square feet. So that's on Monday. That's in the new community in Davenport called Windstone. And then Tuesday you'll see Katrina and myself at a really nice pool home, new, fully fenced in Wesley Chapel. So that was actually a really nice house. That's a big boy too. That was a 6 bedrooms, right, puppy? 6 bedrooms, 4 baths. The master bedroom was amazing. The master bathroom was freaking gorgeous. The pool was already installed, the fully fenced, it's in a gated community. So that's on Tuesday. And then we're just gonna go hard because Vic will be away this week. He's going to Michigan. It's more for like to learn like the back end, right, of like lending and things like that. He's not becoming a lender, but it's mortgage. Yeah, mortgage side. So he's gonna be doing that this week, and then next weekend we go to Puerto Rico. We're part of kind of like a group of it's like a mastermind type of thing. So we'll be doing that. So I'm trying to get in as much recording as I possibly can. But if you guys are looking for, like, if you want to see anything, let me know. I do have some home tours in St. Cloud as well, in a brand new community called I can see you, babe. In a brand new community called oh my god, what is it called? Esplanade at Center Lake Ranch. And that's in St. Cloud. What I like about that community is that it's a maintenance-free living, right? They cut your grass. It's not a 55 and over community. They're gonna have a resort-style pool, state-of-the-art fitness center. They're gonna have concierge, towel service, all of that stuff, right? So it's a very boutique community. You don't have any rear neighbors the way it's set up. So I'm gonna stay tuned to that as well. But if you guys are looking to see anything else, let me know. What did you guys think about the house that Katrina and I did in Wesley Chapel? That was on 1.43 of an acre. I thought the house was cute. It was renovated. I really liked that it was on a big lot, no HOA. You could have your chickens and your goats and all of that stuff. So I thought that was a super cute house. But yeah, let me know if I can answer any questions for you guys. I do this for you guys. Mickey said, can't wait to move and vote in favor. Oh, I love that. Leo said, I own my own home in Mary Noakes. Yep, primary residence. I help you buy that. Love it. Oh, Phil, when I hit the Powerball. Phil, can you believe nobody hit the Powerball yesterday? My mother-in-law was already manifesting. She was like, okay, when I win, I'm going to do this, this, and that. No, nobody won. Nobody won the Powerball last night. She had 3 tickets. JP said thinking about moving to Florida. Glory said that house was beautiful. Listen, if any of my YouTube fam hits the Powerball, hello, don't forget about us over here, right, guys? I need to go play. When's the next time? Saturday and yesterday. Is it Tuesday for the Powerball, guys?
I think.
I don't know. I normally don't play, so.
I want to play, but it has to be 18 or above.
Is anybody else? Does anybody else have grandmas? My grandma be like, oh, they said it in my dreams that I'm gonna play 7-5, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, okay, Tata. Phil said tomorrow. Okay, so Monday. Okay, I'm gonna buy a ticket. What do you normally do? Do you just like do a quick pick, or do you do the numbers? Oh, Billy said, I gotcha. Oh my gosh, Billy. I'm gonna hold that to you, because if I see Billy Batson won the Powerball, oh, I'm gonna find you.
Give us half the money.
I don't know about half. Don't be greedy, girl.
Give us a little.
Just a little, right? Just a little.
Like this much.
Just a little bit. Quick pick. Okay, so Phil, you do quick pick. Okay, so I'm gonna do quick pick. I'm gonna do quick pick too. You guys never know. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Huh?
By 8.
By 8?
Yeah, we could all see a card.
Oh my
But, 'cause
gosh.
you were
Shazam.
perfect.
Listen. You know I got y'all too. We gonna do something, right? All right, let me know. I got a few more minutes on here, and then your girl's gonna do her hair because it's Sunday and we gotta get ready for the week. Let me know if I can help answer any questions, what you guys want to learn more about. Billy said I'll find you first. I need my pool home. Yes, Billy. I was thinking about having I don't know if anybody's, trying to repair their credit, right? Things happen and things like that. So I was thinking about maybe having somebody who um who educates on credit and things like that on the channel. What do you guys think about that? Would you guys feel that that's valuable, right? I always want to bring stuff that's going to be valuable to you guys, even though like sometimes we just chop it up and we talk a whole bunch of nothing, right? But I definitely, my goal is always to bring as much value. So let me know if that's something that you guys would like. What are you guys seeing on YouTube now as far as agents doing homes? What do you guys are liking? What do you guys are not liking? Because there's a lot of agents on YouTube, especially that cover Ocala, Central Florida area, Davenport. Yes, Mickey. Erica said, do you foresee interest rates on homes going down in the near future? So it's said to be that they're actually gonna I think it's going down about 6 times within the next 24 months, but so for this year they're saying twice. I'm thinking because they're meeting again next month, well tomorrow, well not tomorrow but September, and then hopefully maybe like November, December. Billy, the market downturn video. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't like those types of videos, Billy. I just don't. I feel like I don't like it. The market downturn videos, or like, yeah, the thumbnail is like the market is crashing, or like, I just don't like those types of videos. I'm pretty sure that if I put like those thumbnails and all of that, I would grab so much so much more attention, but it's just not my thing. It makes me cringe. It really makes me cringe. Do you guys like to see stuff like, okay, besides Billy, because I already see his face, do you like that, Billy? Or you're like, I don't like that, right? Like, do you like it when you guys see like thumbnails, like don't move here, or does that entice you to like click in, right? Like, tell me, because am I doing something? Because I've seen people like have tens of thousands of views on those videos, and I'm like, why does people like negativity, right? Like, or like the worst place to move, or buyers are moving out, or things like that. I'm just like, do I do that, guys? Like, Arlene said no. Erica said I don't. Phil said no. Billy said not from you. Listen, I'm just like, but those videos get tens and tens of thousands of views, and I'm just like, wow. Billy said you're the bright side of the market. Thank you, Billy. Arlene said you're fine, Alexis. You're genuine. I try to be as genuine as I possibly can be. Phil said a lot of copycat agents. There's a lot of agents. There's definitely a lot of agents out there, Phil. I keep trying to just do my absolute best, and I actually have to go to Ocala and film. I haven't filmed in Ocala in a few weeks. We just been super hyper local for like Davenport, Tampa, because we have Katrina, Wesley Chapel area, but I gotta go back to Ocala because I still sell in Ocala. But thank you guys. Sometimes I'm like, do I need to pivot? Do I need to pivot and do those? I don't even know if propaganda is the right word, but it's just more of like that scarcity type thing, right? Like, it's just, I don't know. Erica said, but God only made one you. You're unique. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Like Katrina says, people could follow the recipe, but the flavor won't be the same. Okay. Is this the right one? Did I ate that or there's applause? Did you clock it? Is that no, but clock it is applause, I think. Where's Katrina? Guys, who comes up with these types of things? I don't know. It's like this applause. Like yes,
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
So
The
that's
people in
clock it.
People in our
So this is
circle,
like applause. Yes?
it's kind of like yes.
But I heard
that's
with the
good.
middle finger is like you ate that. Ooh, you ate that, girl. You haven't heard that one?
'Cause
You just heard
people-
clock it?
People just do it like. they
Oh
say,
my gosh.
You're the best. They're like,
So you guys do clock it in school?
yeah, people do. I don't.
Oh my gosh.
Mostly the girls.
All right. Phil said, "Yup." I appreciate you, Phil. All right. All right, guys. It's 6:30. I'm gonna finish dinner. I'm going to. The kids don't even have school tomorrow. I'm like, hey, get your stuff together. You guys got school tomorrow. They're like, nope, we ain't got school. And I was like, oh, you're right. You're right. I'm getting ready for a listing that's coming up in Leesburg. We're gonna go take pictures tomorrow for that. But I love you guys so much. Phil said I must be getting old. Me too, Phil. I agree with you. Like sometimes I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you do? What's all this stuff? Like, how about this? Like clapping. Well, anyways, love you guys so much. We'll be on next Sunday. I hope you have an amazing week. And you guys know where to reach me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye, guys.